Good day everyone, my name is Alex and welcome to a new review. Today I'm taking a look at a super cheap smartwatch, and when I say super cheap I mean under $20. This watch here, it's called a GT08. But what could we possibly get for under $20? Well, let's find out. Well, this super cheap smartwatch can be used with your cell phone or without your cell phone because it does take a SIM card and a memory card. So yes, for under $20 we get a SIM card slot and a memory card slot. And aside from that, we even have a front-facing camera. So a camera, a SIM card tray slot and a SD card slot. Also, the watch is made out of metal, well, most of it anyways. The back, it's made out of plastic. Onto the back we also have the battery door, so we can remove that door. We have a 300 milliamp battery, and since we are talking about battery, you will be able to make it through an entire day, but that will depend how many notifications you get. Because if you get constant notifications and the watch has to vibrate all the time, that's gonna reduce the lifetime. But other than that, it should be able to make it through an entire day. Behind that battery we can also insert a SD card and a SIM card. So you can use it as a watch and a phone, or just as a watch connected through your smartphone. The watch has a 1.54-inch display with a resolution of 240 by 240. So yeah, not the absolute best resolution. The viewing angles aren't the best either. But considering the price of under $20, I think it is acceptable. If you do take the watch outside in direct sunlight, you're not going to be able to see that much. And since we're talking about the front of the watch, we even have a front-facing camera. Now, don't imagine you're gonna take amazing pictures with this camera, because you are not. You can take a picture here and there, but again, it's not gonna be the best pictures. But yeah, you do have the option of actually taking pictures, and a lot of watches don't have a front-facing camera. On the left of the watch, you have the speaker, the charging port and the microphone. Very, very simple to charge the watch. You just open that charging port and you plug it in. So very, very easy. Onto the right hand side, we just have a button. That button is basically the power button, and everything that you have to do with the watch, you're going to do from that button. So if you want to turn on the watch so you can see the time, you're going to have to press that button. There is no other way of turning on the watch. So you've seen watches where you turn your hand towards you and then the display comes on. Well, this is not the case with this watch. So if you actually want to use the watch, you're always going to have to press this power button. There is no other way around it. And lastly, the strap of the watch. So the strap is made out of rubber, not the best quality rubber, and it is a bit difficult to put on by yourself. So you're gonna have to like really push onto it to actually put it on. However, taking it off is very easy. You just pull onto this and the watch comes on. So the rubber band and the metallic watch. So overall, for under $20, I think it looks rather good. So if you use the watch with your smartphone, you're gonna have to download an app onto the smartphone. The app is called Bluetooth Notifier. Now you don't have that many options in the app. You can basically just change whatever notifications the app should send you. So you can reply to text messages. So you can type onto the screen for text messages. You can see notifications from other apps like WhatsApp and Facebook, but you won't be able to reply to them. Another thing that you can do, you can basically see anything that the camera sees onto the phone, onto the smartwatch, and then you can take pictures. I'm not sure how useful that is, but you do have the option. You can also answer calls, make phone calls, listen to music, and anything like that. You won't be able to access the browser or anything like that as long as the watch is connected to the phone. So rather limited usefulness while this is connected to the phone as a smartwatch. The settings app on the watch, it's a bit limited. It is kind of the same even if you are using the watch with a smartphone, or if you're using the watch as a phone. So you can change a couple of languages, you can change the sounds, you can change if this vibrates, you can change the screen's brightness, but we don't really have that many options into the settings app, so rather limited. Aside from that, we can't really change those icons onto the screen, so you can really do anything. You just swipe left, right, and there are no other options. You can't change the wallpaper. You can't really do anything. You can't even change the watch faces, so no watch faces available either. So as I said, the settings app, it's rather limited. And you can also use this watch as a phone. So if you don't want to have it connected to your phone, you don't have to. You can just put a SIM card inside and all of a sudden this becomes a phone. You only get 3G or 2G connectivity depending where you are. I only got 2G connectivity right here, and I don't actually believe there is 3G connectivity. So you're gonna get Edge. Now, I was not able to connect the internet to the watch no matter what, so all those apps that you've seen on the screen like Facebook and Twitter and WhatsApp and whatnot, they actually just open a browser. They're like a bookmark for those particular services. So no, they're not actual apps that you would be able to use on the watch. So even though they look cool, they really can be used. So that is the downside, because you can't do anything. I mean, you can just write a couple of messages, you can make phone calls, but that's all that you can possibly do with the watch as a phone. So I think you're better off to use this as a smartwatch connected to your phone, because this way you have more options, you can see more notifications and so on. So overall, for under $20, I think it looks okay. I mean, I wish to have the option to turn on the screen when you look at it. It doesn't have it, and that's kind of inconvenient, because every time you want to turn on the watch, you have to press that button. But for under $20, if you really need the watch, I mean, it does have a pedometer, so it can like count as many steps as you've done, and it does have like a sleep monitor, so it can count how you're sleeping and whatnot. It could be useful. For me personally, I don't think it's useful. I don't really like smartwatches in general. I find them rather pointless, and I'd rather use a regular watch. But for some of you, it may be a useful tool. It even has that recording button. So let's say you're in a meeting or something, and you can just record everything that's being said. And realistically, not too many people are going to know that you're doing that, because you're doing it onto the watch. So I guess it could be a useful thing for some of you, but not for everyone. I mean, for under $20, you can't really go wrong. Alright guys, if you do have any questions, feel free to leave a comment down below. If you did like the video, press that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.